Welcome back to another video by Blackstar. My name is Rich and I'm the owner and operator of Blackstar Stake Pool. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about Deadalus and 0% margin pools. On Deadalus they had some new features that they added in 2.4, and the reason why I want to talk about this now is because there's some keys that some people didn't catch up on. The only thing they really caught up on was the grayed out tiles that made it seem as if all those pools were inactive. So the cool feature about the new Deadalus is the sortable stake pool table, which puts it in like a list mode and gives you all the details versus looking at it tile by tile. You'll be able to look at all the metrics of a pool in the list function. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. And then there's two problems with Deadalus. There's a stake pool ranking improvements, which is not an improvement, and the calculation of rewards that Deadalus presumes you'll make overstaking your ADA with any pool. Especially I'm considering bias to small pools versus large pools. The saturation indicator looks like it works very well. And then these details, they explain stake pool attributes, right? Such as live stake, saturation, rank, pool margins, pledge, cost per epoch, produced blocks, and potential rewards. And that's the main problem to me, is potential rewards. I didn't get a chance to check this feature out, the wallet migration leftovers. In some cases, a very small portion of leftover funds were not migrated from Byron wallet to the Shelly wallet, depending on the contribution and transfer inputs and output. This happened because small amounts of ADA could not be transferred due to the minimum restriction limit of 1 ADA. In place, and in rare cases, the transaction input-output combinations were still too small to process the remaining in the source wallet. Deadalus now displays these leftover amounts in the source wallet when you are transferring funds. A leftover field displayed in the transfer funds dialog. This just means that it's there, but it doesn't tell you that you can get it out. They fixed the issue, syncing animation on wallet dropdown. The issue with display of syncing animation during the redemption process has been fixed. This visual syncing is now shown on redeem reward dialog for wallet dropdown. Right, so they fixed that issue. Let's go to Deadalus. So when you open Deadalus and you go to stake pools, this is what happened. You'll start out at a proposed stake of 1,000 ADA. And what they're saying is that if you're going to stake 1,000 ADA, these are the pools that you should consider. It grades the rest of them out, as Deadalus feels these are not pools you should stake your ADA to. And the reason being is because if you go on one of the tiles, the potential rewards. Here on this pool is saying if you staked 1,000 ADA, you would get 7.39 and somewhat ADA as a reward per epic. If you go to one of the grayed out pools, such as Blackstar, it's saying you wouldn't receive anything for 1,000 ADA, which is inaccurate, completely inaccurate. The only time that a grayed out pool past 230 is considered viable is at 587. Now Blackstar's ranked at 341 with a stake of 587,000 ADA. And it states that potential rewards is 14. That's completely inaccurate. Tile 1, potential rewards is 434 ADA. So I don't know how they've developed this metric, but it's not correct and they need to adjust it as soon as possible. The potential rewards indicator is not as accurate as it should be. It's actually nowhere near as accurate as it needs to be. And it's misleading delegators who wish to stake their coins with certain pools or particular pools. What they were saying about the saturation indicator is right here. As you can see, Blackstar stake pool has a saturation of 1.68. We're nowhere near saturation. And keep in mind that K value would change December 6th to 500. That means the max a pool can have before it hits saturation is 64 million ADA. So keep in mind, Black Star has only 1.68% saturation. So the next cool feature that I like about Deadalus is the list feature. This gives you complete detail. Instead of hitting the tile and bringing up the pool, this brings up everything at one shot. Right? And if you wanted to look up a particular pool, such as Black Star, and this is what will come up. All of our information, our rank in Deadalus, our ticker name, our saturation and percentage, the cost, margin fee if there is one, produce blocks, and potential rewards, pledge, and if a pool's retiring, it'll be right here. I haven't updated my Deadalus yet to 2.41. I'm using Flight as an example model, and this was their proposed fix. So now every pool has a rank of 230 with an asterisk. If you see, all the grayed out tiles are gone, but everybody's now ranked at 230 with an asterisk. But the same problem persists. You have to move the slider up to a proposed stake of 587,000, and now Black Star again is ranked. The same problem. Potential rewards is 14 versus space, which is 434. So I don't know how they developed this calculation to produce what they believe a pool would reward a delegate for staking their coins with a pool, but it's completely off. And to give you an understanding of that, so at 587,000 is saying that per epoch or epic, whatever is your preference, that you receive 14 ADA. Let's see what Black Star actually produced for its delegate. So I'm on Pool Tool. As you can see, we're constantly producing blocks. And this is related to the amount of ADA that's staked at a time by delegates. So we're going to use this delegate with 515 ADA. This is the amount of ADA that this delegate has been receiving since its support of Black Star Stake Pool. And this appears to be a lot higher than 14 ADA. They have an assumed reward of 568 ADA at the end of the next epoch. So the metric from IOHK is completely off and needs to be changed because it's not a fair or accurate assumption of potential rewards for any delegate stake to a small pool whatsoever. Because right now we're beating 434 ADA from the number one pool. We're actually 134 ADA above that marker. And we're not too far at 397 from that marker either. We're actually 37 ADA off. So this is a small pool using whatever calculations that they use, shows that it's completely inaccurate. Completely inaccurate. Another topic I wanted to hit on in this video has to do with 0% margin pool fee. There appears to be some controversy over 0% margin fees. Certain small pools are electing not to charge. There are also some larger pools that are not charging 0% fees. The idea that's being spread is that 0% margin are bad actors in some sense. We elect not to set a margin fee that somehow we're not acting in good faith, and that delegators should be concerned about staking their coins with these pools. Black Star Stake Pool is 0% margin fee. We don't charge a margin fee at this time. We will later on, but not at this time. My goal is to try and get to 10 million. I ran a poll on Twitter, and the few people that are delegating didn't care whether I charged the fee or not. And others stated that they would mind, and some stated that I should charge a fee. So we'll see as time goes, and I'll bring a poll up again and we'll decide then. But I'm not appreciative of the idea that these influencers are spreading that 0% pools, that 0% margin pools are somehow bad actors. As you can see, there are some 0% pools currently in the top 10 on adapool.org. They are not bad actors. We have a right to choose how we want to run our business as a pool service for the Cardano community, and no one should interfere with that. This is a decentralized community. No one has the authority to elect what we should and shouldn't do. That is not how the protocol works, and if they're sticking by the protocol, then stick by the protocol. The protocol allows us to charge a 0% margin fee. We have a mandated fixed fee of 348 ADA per epoch, and that's the way the rules are. If you don't like the way those rules are, keep that to yourself, because you are an influence in this community, and what you say other people will listen to. You're using your influence to spread the wrong narrative, and you know you're doing that, and it's not appropriate. Blackstar Stake Pool has a current cost of almost 15%. None of our delegators are disappointed with the rewards they're receiving. I'm not here scamming anybody. We're out in the open that we have a zero margin for a certain time period. And how long it takes me to get to that time period, that's my choice. If I want to run this pool forever for zero margin, that's my choice. How I sustain this pool is my choice, not anyone else's. No one knows what other individuals' financial situations are to say what's sustainable and what's not sustainable. I can sustain this pool as it stands. Would I like to get benefited for all my hard work that I'm doing, the countless hours that I spend maintaining this pool and upgrading and building hardware, having bare metal servers to make this as efficient as possible? Of course, that comes in due time. But that's between me and my delegators, not you and your influence. So if you are a fair person, you are a just person as you carry yourself out to be, you guys, then stop. Stop spreading this negative narrative that is not factual at all. All right, my name is Rich. I'm the owner and operator of Blackstar Stake Pool. K is going to 500. If you're in a larger pool and you want to come to a pool where you'll get weekly updates on these videos, you can contact the operator and talk to them in person. Blackstar Stake Pool's for you. Have a good one. Peace out. Decentralized Cardano. Let's have a good time. Enjoy the ride.